You don't know how to sleep.
What? Actually, I do know how to sleep, so like, please don't tell me what to.
Shut up. As crazy as it sounds, sleep is something that seems simple. Just pop on your pajamas and go into bed and close your eyes. But then, why do 64% of adolescents have sleep problems? It's because we forgot how to sleep. And I know that you're one of them. You wake up and you feel tired. You don't want to get up. Waking up in the morning and feeling tired is not normal. We've just accepted this as the norm in the modern world, but the point of sleep is that it recharges you. There's research showing that you only perform at 60% of your potential due to poor sleep, without you even knowing it. So that test that you got 60% on could have been 100% if only you had watched this video earlier and learned how to sleep.
Bro, what'd you get in your test? Did you only get 80%? Nah, that's actually insane. You're actually so silly. How are you only getting 80%? I only talk to people who get more than 8. Yes?
But fear not. After this video, you'll know how to sleep, and this entire video uses citations from Why We Sleep, so if you want to learn more or prove me wrong, go and read that book. But firstly, why sleep? Sleep literally makes connections in your brain to make memories and things to recall. So all those memories that you've ever made were all made during sleep. They literally give you gains by recovering muscles. Sleep makes you more attractive, as your face is proven to be rated as less attractive and less healthy after one night of short sleep. So according to Walker, there actually might be something to the idea of beauty sleep. It also makes you more confident and more testosterone in males. So I'm going to be teaching you how to sleep, because it sounds stupid and you might think that this isn't worth your time, but people genuinely don't know how to sleep. So, do you think that you can get by on 6 hours of sleep? Chances are you can't. Walker explains that less than 1% of the population is actually able to get on 6 hours of sleep and show no impairment. When you're sleep deprived, you don't know how poorly you're performing. This is like being drunk and thinking you're far more capable of doing things than you actually are. And if you're sleep deprived, your low performance becomes a new baseline, so it's hard for you to see how badly you're actually performing. You might have only been performing at 60% for your whole life. And maybe you're saying, yeah, that's alcohol and substances, stop yapping, I know how to sleep. But hold your horses, buckaroo, because being awake for 19 hours, sleeping 5 hours a night, which is the average bedtime for teens, has the same cognitive impairingness as being legally drunk. So, that time you slept for 5 hours and did the test, you were drunk. You might even be watching this video drunk. That time when you stayed up late to play video games and you had something to do the next day, you were doing that drunk. But the truth is, it's not entirely your fault. In your adolescence, in your teens, there's a shift in the circadian rhythm, making it difficult for teens to fall asleep early and wake up early. And quite interestingly, the reason for this is not what you might expect. The reason that teens tend to sleep later and wake up later is that in this age, it was meant for us that in caveman times, it was a time for us to be able to socialize and develop independence, because it was a time when the adults would be sleeping. So when your parents ask you why you sleep so late, there's actually a biological reason for this. But I know what you're already thinking. School. School for so many people, just like me, starts really early, and some days I literally have to wake up at 5:30 to get to school. And this paired with the high demand of work for school makes it so that you finish work late and then you just want to unwind, so you scroll before bed. And this is a big problem because back in caveman times, they just woke up when the sun came up and went to sleep when the sun went down. And so because now we have school that starts every day and people are having to wake up at 6 every single day, it's making it so that it's actually messing up our circadian rhythm. So actually you have to try and train yourself to sleep earlier. Also, excessive technology use, blue light and excessive dopamine are all excitement inducing and disrupt your ability to sleep and produce melatonin and the other sleep hormones. And so these are all the things holding you back from getting a good night's of sleep, but they're all things that we can fix. So, how to sleep. There are 3 golden rules of sleeping. Number 1, wake up and go to sleep at the same time every night. Number 2, don't use technology 30 minutes before sleeping. And number 3 is to move throughout the day. The reason that you should wake up and go to sleep at the same time each night is that sleep, like everything else, is something that your brain needs to prepare for. Melatonin is the sleep hormone that is produced and is based around your circadian rhythm, i.e. when you sleep. And so the reason that it takes time for you to fall asleep and the reason that you stay awake for hours just thinking about all the different scenarios throughout the day, having an existential crisis, is that the time you sleep is so random. And so when you actually do lie down, your brain's like, oh damn, it's time to sleep. Let's start getting that melatonin dose up. And it takes time for your melatonin to actually go up. Whereas if it's the same time you go to sleep each night, your melatonin is already going to be preemptively rising, so that by the time you actually sleep, you can just go into bed and fall asleep quicker and deeper. And so select a time when you can wake up every day for the rest of your life. And for me as a student, on weekdays I always have to get up at 6, sometimes even earlier. So I'm saying that for the rest of my life I'm going to get up at 7 latest, and then I want to be in bed by 10:30 at the latest. So as long as I sleep and get up in that range, I'm fine, because it's going to help my body maintain the needed melatonin levels and prepare for sleep. And this applies to weekends too, which was the biggest barrier. And you might be thinking, damn, I don't want to get up at the same time on the weekends. But the thing is, if you get good night's sleep throughout the week, you're not going to feel the need to recharge over the weekend and get in on the sleep debt. And this is hard, but if you manage your time well and get your schoolwork done efficiently, and by utilizing times like on the train or during transport, you can easily find time to do things. And not using technology before sleep is quite self-explanatory. People have made it a habit to sign off their social media before sleeping, but this blocks melatonin production. The blue light actually inhibits the production, and it stimulates your brain more than you think. And some people say that you shouldn't use your phone 2 hours before sleeping, but quite frankly, no one's going to do that. And I'm a student as well, so just say that you're not going to use your phone 30 minutes before, and I find that that works a treat. And move throughout the day, do sports and stuff to make you tired enough to sleep well. And so now you know how to sleep. It's quite literally a life hack, because you're going to be doing it for the rest of your life. What's that one thing that everyone's going to be doing? No matter how rich, how poor you are, everyone sleeps. It has innumerable benefits that I outlined, and it makes it so that you can give and live to your full potential. And the thing is, after this video, you won't see a sudden increase, because chances are you've been sleeping wrong your whole life, and school's messed everything up. So just because you sleep for 8 hours tomorrow doesn't mean that your life's going to change and you're going to be able to fly. But this is a lifetime increase, marginal gains, and something that you're going to be doing for the rest of your life. And so go, sleep well, and sweet dreams.